First of all, thank you, Shamini. Thank you, Keshav, for inviting me to come in here and share my views. So I see Mr. Deepak Parekh also joining us. Welcome, Deepak. Glad to have you here. Friends, the way I see it, this pandemic has given us an opportunity to reimagine digital India. The digital India that we want to build, the massive digitalization awareness, along with current technologies, has the potential to solve India's toughest social or business problems. To me, it is a time for all of us go for a full throttle aggressive investment in adopting digitalization, be it in new products, be it in new factories, be it in new industries, and also in new science. Just see the way our young children who have access to computers have adopted online schools. I mean, I don't think any futurists would have predicted that in such a short period, millions and millions of children would learn how to use computers. Even my granddaughter, she is 8, and during the pandemic, she picked up block language, programming in block. Now, this block language has a base of Java. So for each block behind that, she can see the Java code. She doesn't write Java language, but she started doing programming at a block level, which I had a tough time, frankly, doing programming at the age of 21. Now she has picked up at the age of 8. That shows the real digital potential of India in the coming years. And as Devjani just said, there is a huge challenge in terms of once they are exposed to computers. We have cyber predators, cyber bullies, phishing, all kinds of cyber threats would be around them. And they, unfortunately, they work with a smartphone or iPad, and now they have access when nobody's monitoring them, very difficult to supervise them. So it's a huge challenge in front of us. And it's a bigger challenge for us when we have 70% of Indians who don't have access to computers. And in their children are equally vulnerable to cyber threats. So one of the suggestions I have for corporate CSR is to get employees motivated and trained to go out in the tier 2 and tier 3 cities and make the underprivileged children to become cyber aware. And that's a very, we at NASSCOM, Devjani, you may not, you remember that 12 years back, we had come up with a scheme by which the refurbished used computers were sent to tier 2 and tier 3 cities by our employees. So used computers were coming out, by getting refurbished, and then employees would take it to the tier 2 and tier 3 cities to create awareness about computers. So similarly here, we need to work at protecting our children from cyber threat. Apart from that, of course, there are many other suggestions that can be put forward in terms of, let's say, how do you leverage the corporate capabilities of CSR? Like any solution or development of cyber safety tools would require multi-domain, multi-technology expertise, and this expertise will be available as in pockets of excellences. I believe it is the corporate CSR's job to leverage their corporate abilities in forging such partnership, so such cyber safety tools can be developed. Like WNS's Cyber Portal is one such example done in partnership. Similarly, many more such initiatives had to be taken. And finally, I only one simple suggestion is to think big. I'm going back to 30 years back when NASSCOM was just started. We met the DOE secretary, Mr. Vittal, and that time we must be around $50–60 million top line. And we said we have a vision for $1 billion. And he said, young team, do you know how many zeros are in a billion? So that is the kind of big thinking we need to do and deliver. We not only delivered $1 billion, we delivered even $50 billion, and today we are at $180 billion. So that's the kind of goal we all should set it up, saying, can we make India cyber safe by so and so time? I even remember Prime Minister saying Can we make the world cyber safe? What can we contribute there? So that's the kind of potential we have, and that's where I see the corporate should be putting in the efforts in that direction. And again, I wish the Cyber Portal a great success story. All the best to WNS Care Foundation, and it's a highly commendable objective. And finally, I would say I wishing all children, irrespective of their privilege, a safe and empowering digital journey. Thank you.